Hello everyone, good morning. It's time to start the day. Grab your coffee, your favorite beverage, shine your light and light the way.
Hi, Mercury. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. What is the date? It is Wednesday, November 12th. Today would have been my father's birthday. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to silence my phone here because everybody and their brother is doing something on there today. Okay. Anyways, today would have been my father's birthday. So I'm thinking about him today. Today is Wednesday. So Monday night, he came to visit me. It was very clear. I smelled him. My dad had a very distinct smell. Okay. And I smelled him. And then I called my mom and I told my mom about it. And she told me that she was smelling the same thing earlier. So it was really nice to it was nice to have that with my mom, like she felt it. So did I. We smelled it. It was amazing. That was just great. Good morning, Devante. I had some problems sleeping last night. So I'm a little bit tired. So if I seem a little lackluster, you understand why. I didn't get much sleep, and I'm pretty sure because my mom had some issues too. Kelly was saying that she had issues too. We had a lot of solar flares yesterday. We had big waves of solar flares yesterday. And whenever that happens, when anything disrupts the magnetic field of the earth, I feel it. Okay. So does my mom. Clearly, so does Kelly. I think Katie does too. We all were feeling it. And I had just the roughest night's sleep. So I am just dragging today. But I didn't want to not do this today because I need this connection. So I can always go take a nap later, right? Oh, no. Well, let me say hi to everybody here. So we've got Teresa Levine. Good morning. Kelly. Good morning. Flowing. Good morning. Good morning. Katie. Hi, yes. Good morning, sister. So, yeah, thanks for coming, you guys. Devante, of course. Devante's here. Yes, I am your wacky, crazy stepmom. Good morning. So, yeah, oh, yes, I'm seeing that other people had problems sleeping. Devante did. Katie did. Kelly did. Flowing had nightmares the last few nights. Oh, no, that's not good. It's never fun to have nightmares. But there's a lot of wild energy going on in the atmosphere right now, so who knows? The veil is thin. I'm sorry. Clarity is in here. I actually have a clarity cam set up because she was sleeping on my meditation mat a little while ago, but now she's being my personal secretary, and she is just going in and out of my legs, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Crazy. Katie says, all I did was pee all night. I got up 4 times and produced a river. Oh my, you're giving back to the earth. Heart pumping nightmares. Oh no. Are you stressing out? Do you have any idea what that might be about? Good morning, Fatima. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. It is good to see you as always. Yeah, I occasionally will have nightmares. I have more just most of the time my dreams are detached. Uh-oh. What's happening? Am I froze up? I'm I'm just checking to make sure I'm still online here. Okay, I guess I am. What in the world? Hi, Mercury. Freaking me out. Everything was like flashing. Kitty, I don't know what you're touching, but you should probably not be over here. You come over here now. You come over here. You come over here. Baby girl. Look at this girl. Oh, my little chunkalunk. Come here. Say hi to everybody. Hello, world. Hi, my name is Clarity, and I specialize in... Oh, what was that? Squirrel? Okay, I'm going to put you down right here. All right, that's a good girl. Okay, now, let's see. We have a clarity cam. Oh. That's my girl. That's my little girl. That's her butt. I hope you all enjoy it. Don't know. Oh, all right, let's remove. Okay. She's back by my feet again. But anyways, yeah, the last few days, between Monday, where I had that little experience with my father, Tuesday with the 11-11 portal, and all the realizations of all these different things that have randomly happened to me, like within the last 6 months, okay, that at first glance seem very disconnected and not relevant to one another. Like I just had like this aha moment this morning. Actually, it started yesterday, but really it came together today, about just how much all this intertwines, how all this interconnected and led to yesterday. And it was just like a moment for me. And I had a crazy vision yesterday, you guys. I had not a crazy vision. It was a wonderful vision. I had a beautiful vision. I actually sat down for like 20 minutes to just meditate yesterday, to just breathe and be in the moment. I wasn't journeying. I was just being in the moment. I was just being present. But I had this nice vision of what I saw was all of creation, like all of creation. And starting at one point and spreading out through the entirety of the planet was this beautiful transformation, from what we see right now to this, I don't know how to explain it. It was like an iridescently, I don't want to say crystal because I'm not sure that that's what it was, but it certainly looked like a crystalline structure. Everything started to transmute into this crystalline structure that had all of these colors that were just emanating from everything. And at first, I could see what everything used to be. Like I could see that this was once a tree. I could see that this was once a person. I could see that this was once a rock. You know what I mean? I could tell the form. But after a certain amount of time, I noticed that things started losing their form and just started intermingling into this beautiful iridescent light, swirly, flowing energy place. But I could tell which people hadn't accepted what had just happened because they were still contained. They didn't look like people. They looked like a bubble, essentially, with a really fast spinning, whirling mix of color and light. And I could tell that there was like some fear energy going on in there, some denial energy going on in there. And it was like as that energy built, the swirling got faster and faster and faster. And the rest of the energy that was free and flowing and accepting and full of love and light and beautiful, kind of separated just a little bit until these bubbles started to pop. And then their colors intermingled with all the rest of the colors. And it took time, it took time. And I got this feeling as I was seeing this vision as this was a very slow transmutation. I'm not 100% sure if this is something we would see in our lifetime, but I just felt like this was representative of how everything's interconnected and how the disconnect is just a construct. It's not real, and that this is what we're leading to. So anyways, I needed to tell you guys that because I thought that was and it happened really fast. This was me explaining this to you took a heck of a lot longer than the actual vision itself. It just was like pop in, pop out. And I felt all that. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because I thought it was neat that it happened on the portal day. And, it felt very hopeful. So I wanted to share that with you. All right. I'm going to just read here. Oh, am I still online? Let me look. Yes. Okay. Katie says, that is what happened to me yesterday. It was a wonderful day full of synchronicities. Yeah. And Katie says, we are changing from a carbon-based life form into a crystalline one. We have 24 chromosomes and it's activating right now. Wow. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Thank you for sharing. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm always a little reluctant to talk about these things because I'm not sure how it's going to be received, but yeah, I feel like you guys can handle it. You guys are spiritual beings, and you get that there's a connectiveness, and that we are ascending and things are changing and the shift is happening. So yeah, you guys get it. So let me read a gratitude card. We'll take the next one in line. It is a inspiration card today. Inspiration, yay. And it says, my turn shall also come. I sense the spreading of a wing. And that was said by Osip Mandelstam. Try to name something that excites you about the coming weeks. Appreciate your ability to find joy in your own dreams. Trying to name something that excites you about the upcoming weeks and appreciate your ability to find joy in your own dreams. That's cool. Not Flowing's dreams. Poor Flowing's having nightmares. We all need to send some good attention to Flowing because that's no fun. It's no fun when you have nightmares. I don't know if anybody in here does any kind of dream, what is it called? Dream interpretation. But if you do, reach out to Flowing. Maybe Flowing, somebody in here can help you. I like this card too. Yes, yes. Very cool vision. You're very welcome. I was happy to share that with you. Only you guys will get it, right? For the most part, we're all meditators and we have our visions too. We get you. Yes, thank you. I like this card too. I like this deck a lot. Aw, Flowing. Mwah. We love you. Okay, here's more than just Clarity's butt. Clarity, are you cleaning? Kitty? 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 Kitty! She's not paying attention. Oh, now you are. Hi, baby. Oh, look at this baby girl. She's so sweet. There's a dream show Tuesday nights with Terry. Oh, yeah. I always forget about that. I always want to come and hang out and listen to the dream show, and I always forget. I got to get better at that. Aw. Mwah. Oh, ain't that right, girl? Nothing can ignore you more completely than a cat. So true. It is so true. I am really tired. After I'm done here today, I'm going to go run to the post office and drop off the cookie book that I'm sending out to Sonia. I was going to send it out yesterday, and you know what? It was Veterans Day yesterday. The post office wasn't open. But I'm going to get it out today. I want to get it to her before the end of November so that she can make Christmas cookies. Yay, Christmas cookies. Oh, yeah. There was something else I wanted to talk to you guys about. And I don't remember what it was. I should have wrote it down. My brain is like Swiss cheese today, you guys. Getting my goddaughter here from Pennsylvania went very smoothly. So thank you to everyone who prayed. I really appreciate that. It did go smoothly. There was no violence. There was no yelling, no screaming. The cops didn't have to be called. So I am so eternally grateful for that. You know, I kept the whole time trying to push out positive energy. Everything's going to be okay. This is going to go smooth, you know, and it did. But I know the power of prayer, and I know that you guys were out there praying for me. So thank you for that. We had a safe trip there and back. Everything went smooth. And Amanda already has had 2 interviews since she's been back. She only got back Friday. And she's already had 2 interviews. So yes, I am very glad that she is safe too. That's my girl. She's been my daughter, you know, since the day she was born. And she might not be my flesh and blood, but she is my daughter. So I love her very much. You got mail yesterday, though. Yeah. You know, I don't know that we did. I don't think we did. I think we did not. Oh, Fatima's a little loopy today, too. Good. You're in with the right crowd then, because we all seem to be lacking sleep. None of us slept last night. So we're all kind of like, hi. Hi. Oh, I hear Chrissy moving around out there. She had her interview on Monday at the bank that she applied at, and she thinks it went really well. And they said to her at the end of the interview that the chick from HR will be getting a hold of you to let you know what the next steps are. So I feel like that sounds positive, because they said to let you know what the next steps are. You know, if they didn't like her, I don't think that they would have said that, right? So I believe that Chrissy is going to get this job. I'm putting that out into the universe. We're staying positive. She had a fantastic interview. So that was good. That was really good. It was very, she needed that. You know, she really needed that. So, ooh, Chrissy. And at some point here, well, the 27th is my birthday. I turn old on that day. And then after that, I don't know exactly when, but like within a week or 2 after Thanksgiving, Rick and I are going back to North Carolina to do the ashes spreading ceremony with his mother. But I'll keep you guys posted on that. Katie says, I feel they don't tell you that there are next steps unless they plan on I can't read. I feel they don't tell you there are next steps unless they plan on you taking them. They don't have next steps to forget about you. Right. That's what I was thinking too. That's exactly what I was thinking too. So I feel like it's a good thing. Yeah. Yeah. She, I think that, here's a synchronicity, since we're talking about synchronicities, here's a synchronicity that to think about. She lost her job and it felt very devastating. But in that time that she's been off of work, she's been able to help us through a lot of stuff. The garage being built, the trip that Rick and I had to make to North Carolina, she was able to be here to watch the animals. She was off of work to be able to drive with me to Pennsylvania to get Amanda. So that's like a big synchronicity. We couldn't, you don't always understand why does the universe allow things to happen. But then when this kind of stuff happens, it's like, oh, okay, now I understand. It sucks that she had to lose her job, but you know what? This is all leading to a better place, right? It gave her a chance to take a breath, to just breathe and just be for a little while. A little mental vacation away that was not stressful. You know what I mean? And now she's ready to get back into it. So let's go, universe. Let's go. And another synchronicity that I was thinking about. So I got hurt at work, which led to me leaving my job, right? And at the time, I was very much in I don't understand why this is happening to me thing, especially with my shoulder. With my shoulder, I was like, why is this happening to me? But in that time that I was off, between hurting my shoulder and hurting my knee and just being off of work for all this time, my mom had hip surgery. She had both of her hips replaced. And I was able to be there for her for that. I was able to be here for Amanda. I was able to be here for Chrissy. I was able to be here for Amanda's mom, who lives in assisted living. I've been able to do things for her. There's all these things that happen as a result of this injury. So I'm actually grateful, for the experience that I had, because it has allowed me to get to this point now, And at the time, I didn't realize what that meant, but I do now. And I'm really grateful. I'm grateful. I'm okay with having to have gone through all that, because it's led to this, to what I'm doing now, which is amazing. Yes, all in divine timing. That's exactly right. Yes, Flowing, 100%. Everyone in your household got a change of perspective when Chrissy lost her job. And it's good to see that. Everybody's turned the positive way and not the depressed and dark way. You guys rock. Thank you. Yeah, everybody has taken kind of a positive outlook on this. Katie says, ooh, that was weird. Katie says, this is why I have to say, look for opportunity in adversity. It's always hiding there. That is a really fun lesson and reality to have. Yeah, 100%. You are spot on, girl. Spot on. Because, yeah, it might seem like a little bit of a pain in the butt in the moment. And sometimes we might be like, why? Why is this happening? Like, here's something crazy that happened the other day, you guys. So I was sitting up and I was watching some videos, or Star Trek, I think. I was watching Star Trek. And I was done with the episode, so I decided, okay, I'm going to bed. And I shut my computer down, and all of a sudden I hear this crazy noise, okay? So, and the cats came running out of the kitchen into the living room. And I'm like, oh my God, what did they do? So I get up, and then as I'm walking towards it, because it was so freaking loud, I'm thinking, oh my God, did the gas line to my stove just bust? And I'm hearing natural gas pouring out, And I'm like, oh my God. So I go into the kitchen and I don't hear it coming from the stove. I hear it coming from the sink. I turn and look, and my sink isn't flowing or anything, but there's water pouring out from under the sink. Like, not just a little bit, like gallons of water are pouring out from under the sink. And so I'm like, oh, and I ran down the hallway and I'm like, Rick, something's happening. Something's happening. Something's happening. Something's happening. Wake up. I need your help. Something's happening. I could not get my words out. I could not say, Rick, I think a pipe burst underneath the sink. I couldn't say that. I just kept saying over and over again, something's happening. Oh my God, something's happening. So he wakes up, and he's like, okay, something's happening. I'm coming. So he goes into the kitchen. He opens up the cabinet doors, and this spray of water comes flying out. And he's in there, trying to turn the water off. He gets both valves turned off, but it's still spraying out. He's like, oh my God. And he gets up and he runs down into the basement and he shuts off the water and comes back up, but it's still spraying out, probably because it's under pressure, right? So I'm trying to hold on to it. I don't know what I thought I was going to do. But then I put a bucket underneath it. It was just catching the rest of the water. But I'm not kidding when I say there had to have been like 40 gallons of water that came out. I mean, it was this deep. Devontae comes wandering up. He's like, do you guys need help? There's water coming down in the basement. Rick just goes, no, I got it. So we cleaned up the water. And what happened was, this is a freak thing. There's like this nylon hose that goes from the main pipe that comes up to the faucets in the kitchen. There's this hose that goes to our refrigerator for our ice machine and our water maker. And that broke. But man, was it under pressure. It was just like spraying like a freaking hydrant. It's crazy. So yeah, we had to mop. We used lots of towels, mops, fans, got that cleaned up. The sad part is the kitchen floor is now curving a little bit. So I'm not sure what we're going to do. We've put weight on it now and we're hoping that as it dries, it'll settle down, but I don't know. Yeah, way to mop the floor. That's one way to get the floor clean. Yeah. But it was pretty crazy, you guys. That was insane. I don't know, man. It was pretty weird. But I told Rick, I'm like, maybe we need to have a valve before that, that we can adjust the water flow, because clearly I don't see why the water pressure would need to be that high for the refrigerator and the ice maker. You know what I mean? And I'm wondering if that's what caused it. I don't know. But it's also been in there for years and years and years. So it may have just been metal fatigue. But good thing I was awake. Can you imagine? Ay vey. Flowing is showing flowing in my kitchen. Funny. Yeah, but we're okay. I mean, everything happens for a reason. It happened maybe now so that it wouldn't happen while Rick and I are in North Carolina and poor Chrissy's here taking care of the house. You know what I mean? That would have been horrible. She wouldn't have known what to do. But now she will. So synchronicity again. Perfect timing. Man, you guys, I am so tired. I'm having even a hard time just concentrating. This sucks. I need to get some sleep tonight. I really do. I mean, how many days can a person go without getting enough sleep before they start to go insane? You know what? I'm going to end this early, you guys, and I am so sorry. I am so tired. I can hardly concentrate. But before I do, let me pull a card for you guys. I'm just not feeling good. Kelly says, I'm feeling bad still. I think the storms are still active. And that could very well be. And that might be what's messing with my head here today. Good morning, Jay. How are you? It's good to see you, handsome. How are you? I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Angels protect us. Spirits of the land in my home surround us. And ancestors give us wisdom. What do we need to know for today, Spirit? Just give us a little message. What direction would you like us to go? Please and thank you, and I love you. All right, let's see what we got. We got the twins. Conscious connections. Conscious connections. More synchronicity? Interesting. And along with that, we also have Creature of Fire. Now, we have gotten this several times. We've got the twins and Creature of Fire. Choose freedom. The twins and Creature of Fire. What I'm getting from Spirit is we need to pay attention. Like Katie was saying, we need to pay attention to how our adversity leads to opportunity. That seems to be a theme, and it's been a theme like in my head and in my heart for like the last week now. And I think it's because, like I was saying before, the veil is a little bit thin between like around Halloween up until Yule. That's really when you have the best opportunity to speak with your ancestors. This is a great time to do journeys, to talk to your ancestors, because the veil is thin, right? And if you want to really understand the interconnectiveness of your ancestral line, this is the time to do it. This is a time where you can see how you are the byproduct, the final byproduct of everything that your ancestors lived, worked hard for, and died for. You start to understand how that all connects and how it led to you and why what they did was important and what you can do to help heal some of their karma. If you do some ancestor journeys, or even if you don't find yourself connecting with your ancestors, another thing that you can do is just do some genealogy. Get to know who your ancestors were, find out what they did, find out what did they do for a living, where did they live, how long did they live, what was their occupation. When you find out things like that, you start to, through remembering them, you start to heal their ancestral karma, especially if you're doing, making darn sure that you are not repeating the same things that they did. Me quitting drinking and getting away from alcoholism was a giant step in healing some of my family karma. It stopped with me. I come from a family of alcoholics. They were hardworking people. They loved each other deeply, but they drank a lot, and it was a problem. That's stopping with me. Okay, that is the choosing freedom. That's the choosing freedom. You can solve a lot of your ancestral karmas just by avoiding doing the things that they did and forgiving them and thanking them for being the conscious connection between them and you. You know, for all the light and shame that they led to you. You are here because of them. There should be some gratitude there, at least for that, you know. Now, I know that there are some things that family members do that you cannot easily forgive, that you can't, you know what I mean? Things that you have to try to get over. It took me a long time to be able to forgive my dad for a lot of things. And there are some things that I might not forgive him for in this lifetime. I'm hoping to, but I'm not there quite yet. You know, I'm working through that. That's a shadow. But once I do, I am making the conscious effort to choose freedom. Right? So, anyways, that was the message. I hope I didn't ramble off. I hope that made sense. It made sense in my head. Oh, you're welcome. Katie says the veil was open yesterday. Best day for manifesting all year long. Yeah. Never forget you are the hope of 1,000 generations before you. That's right. Thank you. That's exactly what I was trying to say. You said that very eloquently. Thank you. Oh man, I might be getting sick. That might be part of the problem here too. Yeah, the hope of 1,000 generations. I love the way that you said that, Katie. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. I love you guys. I'm sorry I don't feel good, but I will see you guys again very soon. And, you know, just be kind to yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Be an observer, not a reactor. And we will get through all this. Okay. And Flowing's going to stay in her PJs all day today. So you know what? I'm going to join you. I am going to go to the post office in my pajamas. That's what I'm going to do right now. And then I'm going to go to bed. I love you. Take care, everybody.
Thank you for coming to my show. I'll see you all next time. You all rock. Dolly loves you. Dance around the room. It's time to go. Why are you still here? Dolly needs a stem, pretend a nap. I'll see you next time. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for coming. I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Thank you for coming to my show. I'll see you all next time. You all rock. Dolly loves you. All rock. Dolly loves you. Dance the room. It's time to go. Why are you still here? Dolly, you still here? Have a great day.